Welcome to Monday.
Good morning.
Welcome to our digital studio. I'm Brendan here with Heather, who's in for the whole week.
Yes, a treat.
Welcome to the early shift, Heather. She was on evenings last week and now mornings this week doing some filling in for the other meteorologists.
Yes, all of them are taking their time off. So
how are you feeling this morning, Heather?
You know what? I thought I would feel a lot more tired, but I tried to go to bed somewhat early. So 4.5-ish hours of sleep, feel pretty good. I know for some of you that's probably not enough, but for me, for the morning show, that's a lot. Because sometimes it's a 30-minute nap. So
has it really been as low as 30?
Yeah, like it has. Oh, this was the other days. Hold on.
We already have comments, Heather. We'll get a weather quiz up here eventually so people can start guessing.
There we go. Yeah,
that's the one that you asked me
this
morning.
That's the one.
That you asked the North, I should say.
Asked everybody, but, face to face, I asked you. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of activity in the Atlantic right now. So trying to do more weather-ish quizzes in relation to that. And if you don't know a lot of the background of the naming system, it was only feminine names back when it first started around 1953. So there was a shift, but the primary reason why was it was too hard to find male names from the A's to the Z's. So that's why they had it as female the whole time. And then they're like, oh, maybe we can change it up. So they finally decided to alternate it. What year was that? Brendan got it right.
Your tone is not my favorite. It's almost like she didn't expect me to.
It's more that you're starting the week off with one already. So I think that's a good thing.
Starting off strong,
Yeah, you started off strong. I was expecting you to maybe, because you didn't sound super confident. That's why I said it like that.
Because I gave you my answer. I thought I was pretty confident. You don't think I was?
It sounded like a small hesitation.
It always is.
Okay.
With your weather quiz. It always is, yeah.
Yeah.
So you let me know in the comments. And, we already have guesses.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can start with the tropics if we want to get started. Do you want to do, since this is more like immediate, do you want to do comments right now, or do you want me to go through some stuff and then we can?
I think, might as well go to the tropics and then do your thing from there, and we'll come back to the comments. And
right.
Just saw a comment directed at you, Heather. I think you'll get it.
Okay.
Got a little chuckle, Leo.
Okay. Something to look forward to. Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on right now as far as weather, but there's a lot of people here that do have family, friends, or even houses down in Florida. So we like to talk about the tropics as much as possible, especially when things are active. There is Hurricane Franklin out over in the Gulf, but that is fine. It is not going to really be impacting a whole lot as far as making landfall, but there is a concern of the rip currents and stuff that it will cause on the East Coast. But really, we're tracking Tropical Storm Idalia, and Idalia is at tropical storm strength right now. Let me see, 65-mile-an-hour winds it's still at. So it's going to expect to rapidly intensify. That's why parts of the west coast of Florida are under a hurricane watch until Thursday morning. And this is the forecasted track, and the cone of uncertainty is what we call it. Now, the middle part of the hurricane is where we think that is where the models are agreeing the most. But the cone on either side, right and left, that means it could go either direction, but that cone is getting smaller. So it does look like this track is getting more and more accurate, and it's going to rapidly intensify before it makes landfall, which is never a good sign. It means the waters are warmer, and the recipe's there to make it even stronger. So by Wednesday at 2 a.m., it looks like it'll reach 115-mile-an-hour winds right before it makes landfall. And it'll make landfall Wednesday morning into the afternoon. And it'll still be a Category 1 as far as this model and where the forecast is as of now. A Category 1 hurricane by the time it reaches Jacksonville. So if you have any family and friends, definitely be checking on them, especially even 75-mile-an-hour winds are not great. And the main concern with this, as far as forecasting goes, is the storm surge after this passes, but also the very strong winds once it makes landfall. So we're having everybody in our prayers right now, especially over there. For us in northern Michigan, our weather is kind of calm. So, it's going to be a nice Monday if you have any outdoor plans. Even the camera behind me, this is Torch Lake in Bel Air. It looks like a gorgeous day. Winds are light right now. And we'll warm up to around the low 70s, upper 70s, mostly sunny skies. Water temperatures, depending on where you're at, Lake Superior is a little bit cooler in the upper 50s, but we're close to the 70s in Lake Michigan and Huron, especially close to the bays. UV index will be moderate to low today. So not a whole lot on the form of too strong of, the sunshine, but rain, no chances until later. So our cold front is going to move through later on when most of us are hopefully not at the beach. As far as the timing of all of this, I'll show you that. As this cold front moves through, we'll start to see a little bit more cloud cover this afternoon, but that will make its way across the map more widespread in the overnight hours. So we'll start to see this firing up late when most of us are asleep in the eastern upper peninsula. So you could hear some thunder, maybe even some lightning with this. We are not expecting this to be severe. So that is the main weather story with this, is it's going to be annoying as you're heading to work or you have outdoor plans tomorrow morning especially, but we are not concerned as far as spawning any tornadoes or hail. But we will see that heavy rainfall. So if you're up at 6 a.m., tip of the mitt, stretching down to along the shoreline of Lake Michigan, that's where we're going to see the bulk of that rainfall first, and then that'll make its way through by the afternoon. Good news is most of this will end pretty quickly. We'll see a few isolated showers here and there into the afternoon, but again, the bulk of that will just be throughout the morning into the early part of our afternoon. So tonight, our temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s, increasing clouds, and then those late showers and storms will arrive up north first. Winds will be out of the southeast or southwest at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, especially if you're close to the lakeshore. That is where we're expecting the winds to be a little bit more strong today. Our extended forecast heading into the rest of our week, it's going to be a cooler day tomorrow. It's going to feel more like fall outside. But the good news is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at least for right now, not even hardly any clouds in the sky. That's why I have the big bright yellow sun, and gradually warming up. So hopefully by the weekend, it's still going to feel like summer. There is an isolated rain chance in the eastern upper peninsula. I put that in there with a question mark because it's still, quite a ways out, but just in case we could see an isolated light shower, but I think most of us will be dry.
And we're approaching, a week from today, Labor Day weekend, yeah?
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. I was looking ahead. I mean, that's still a little far away to get into the whole forecast. But in the past, I was telling this to, I think, Trevor in the newsroom, like every bridge walk and any Labor Day plans I've seen, like it's either rainy right before or rainy the day of.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can definitely be seeing rain. That is a possibility. But right now, it looks like it's going to be dry on Sunday. So hopefully that continues into Labor Day weekend throughout, Yeah.
One of the biggest bridge walks, the Mackinac Bridge Walk on Labor Day. I want to go one of these years. That looks like a lot of fun.
I want to go. Allie Baxter wants me to go with her to maybe do some live weather for the morning show, but
that'd be fun.
I don't know if that's in the cards.
We shall see. We know we have a time limit here, only 4-ish minutes to go because we have to get ready for the Governor Whitmer kidnapping plot trial live stream.
We're streaming it, yeah.
Yep. So that starts at 9. So we got to wrap up here quickly. So we'll go to the comments. Say hi to Christopher. It's 56 and sunny in Farmington Hills. He was commenting how it's been pretty rough for him and folks downstate. He said last Wednesday and Thursday was the worst 48 hours ever with the thunderstorms and losing power. 6 tornadoes in southeastern Michigan. Something we talked about here on the morning show today, and 5 people lost their lives throughout Michigan.
And I've seen the video, and it's devastating. The Centennial Farm that one of our political reporter covered, I think that was Friday, was wild to see the whole thing just gone.
Yeah.
My hearts are with those that are, suffering any sort of loss there.
Definitely.
It's not fun to see, so.
Susie Q is saying good morning. It's 49 degrees Burr. She celebrated The 56th class reunion in Kingston. Got Paul saying good morning from Rogers City. Chris chiming in from Chicago. Good to hear from you, Chris, as always. She had a beautiful weekend, not too hot. Tina is bracing for the hurricane right now. She's in Deltona, Florida. Well, I guess tropical storm now expected to be a Category 3 once it hits the Florida coast. Susan Radka is watching as well. A little crisp this morning at the Akiak Lake Zoo, she said. Nancy's reporting 49 in East Jordan. Trevor, our friend and coworker, saying nice dress, Heather.
Thank you, Trevor.
Mark is reporting 42 degrees, and he's in Mayo, by the way, and apologizing for the voice commands that he uses. It happens to all of us, Mark, the phone not picking up exactly what we want to say. Got Jackie saying good morning, 40 degrees in Kalkaska. Apparently her and Jerry, her husband, went on the Naughty Cat in Traverse City over the weekend. Saw a beautiful sunset.
Always fun.
Susan Radka says that my tie matches Heather's dress and nicely planned. No, that wasn't planned at all.
Not planned. Mine and I kind of matched Friday. That wasn't planned either. Just on the same cycle of clothes.
Kevin is saying Heather's a hottie. He is commenting that.
Thank you.
Christopher is guessing 1979. Susie Q is guessing 1963. Nancy's guessing 79. My mom's watching. It was great to spend time with her and my dad and Benj over the weekend.
Aw.
Tom is a big fan of you, Heather, saying Northern Michigan's favorite meteorologist.
Oh, thank you. I'm very flattered to hear that.
And by the way, my mom did say, she had some nice things to say. Good morning to her handsome son and beautiful Heather.
Oh, thank you, Christine. Always so sweet in the morning.
She is. Just love that woman. Got less than a minute to go. What is the answer, Heather? To our
my goodness. I totally forgot about the quiz part.
Yeah, because
not going to lie.
Wrap things up here in a few seconds.
Yeah, so we're talking about the Atlantic hurricane season. It changed to switching between masculine and feminine in 1979.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Susie Q said they're both great at dressing up. Wearing our uniforms here.
Yeah, it's my uniform.
Yes.
I got a bunch of uniforms on Amazon, so you'll be seeing a little bit more new dresses here and there. If you watch us, you'll recognize.
There's a new blue one being debuted tomorrow, Heather?
A light blue one.
A light blue one. Okay. All right.
Like more of a baby blue. I like that color. I have like one other dress that color,
So tune in tomorrow to see Heather's new light blue dress. We are saying congratulations to Christopher, 1 for 1. And we got to go because also here on Facebook, YouTube, and X, you can watch as the trial continues in Antrim County.
Well, we'll see you here tomorrow.
Yep.
Have a good day.